You know, people always say not to move on too quickly after a divorce, and I get it. The advice usually comes from love. But when you've been living in survival mode for a long time, like the idea of waiting to heal feels almost impossible. I didn't wait. I moved on fast, moved forward very fast. I moved on before I fully understood what moving through meant. Welcome back to Mocha at Marshall's. Today's conversation is personal. It's about healing after divorce. Not the slow spa day version people talk about, but the messy, layered kind. The kind that looks like rebuilding while everything is still breaking. Okay, so let's get to it. When my marriage ended, I didn't want to sit in the pain too long. I was ready to start living again, and honestly, I wanted to prove that I could still love, still believe, still build something new. So I moved forward fast. Everyone told me not to, but I had this urgency to create something stable again, to show my girls that, hey, mommy was okay. But what I didn't realize at that time was that I brought all of my emotions with me. The grief, the resentment, the anxiety, the need to be strong all the time. And I started noticing familiar patterns showing up in my new relationship. Same arguments, same walls, just different pain. And we really tried. We attended this couples university program. Shout out to the Freemans. You can follow their podcast, Meet the Freemans, which, by the way, is a resource that I still recommend because it forced us to communicate. But no one prepares you for what it means to rebuild something new while the ashes from the last chapter are still warm. We were trying to love while grieving, trying to start fresh while still managing emotional debt from before. And then came the challenge of a blended family. He had 2 boys, 4 and 6. I had 2 girls, 2 and 4. And we used to joke and call ourselves the Black Bradys. It sounds sweet, and sometimes it really was. But behind the laughter was a lot of work. We had an angry ex-husband, we had 2 different mothers, we had 4 little hearts adjusting to new siblings and shared love. So imagine trying to grow a new relationship, nurture 4 kids, manage co-parenting, and still find time to grieve. I had to learn how to compartmentalize my emotions, not because I wanted to, but because I had to. There were nights I'd cry quietly in the bathroom, and mornings I'd wake up ready to conquer the world again. Healing looked different every single day. What I learned is that moving on quickly doesn't mean you healed incorrectly. It just means your healing happened to be in motion. But if you don't slow down to process, the unhealed parts will always find their way back into the next chapter. So my key reflections: healing doesn't have a timeline, but it does have checkpoints. You can't rush wholeness. You can rebuild love after divorce, but you can't skip grieving the old version of yourself. If you're still listening and you're somewhere between endings and new beginnings, here's what I've learned from walking through it. Don't rush the reflection. You can build again. Just build with awareness. Love yourself enough to learn yourself again. Healing and rebuilding can happen together, but only if you give yourself grace when it gets messy. So, healing after divorce doesn't mean you got it all right the first time. It just means you kept showing up. I'm still healing. I'm still growing. I'm also still believing in love, legacy, and second chances. Thank you for sharing this moment with me on Mocha at Marshall's, where the conversations are bold, the coffee's real, and every sip pours a little more purpose and peace.